There's a woman who writes on prayer who I like named Margaret Silf, and she offers an image of the ocean covered in waves. And she says that she has a geologist or oceanographer friend who told her that no matter how choppy and rough the waves are at the surface, 10 feet below, the water is still, the water is calm. So we have this image of the ocean, maybe like the primordial ocean, the primordial waters in Genesis, where God's Spirit hovers. And underneath the roughest of those waves, there's a source of calm and stillness. And so Margaret Silf encourages people to pray with this image, that whatever waves are up here, to imagine God's stillness underneath. I think along with stillness, there's joy there too, underneath the waves, even if it's 10 feet below. Maybe that's Mary's joy. Maybe that's the source of Mary's song. This week, a colleague of mine shared that it was the 15-year anniversary of her son's death. And tears came to her eyes as she remembered that. And then she went on to share that 10 days after he died, 10 days later, her daughter gave birth to a baby boy. She has a vivid memory that Christmas of sitting and rocking her newborn grandson, eating Christmas cookies, listening to soft Christmas music. And this deep and mysterious feeling came over her, a feeling that she calls joy. Even in the throes of this great loss, there came this joy from God, which was not there to negate her grief, but that came up alongside of it just as deep, that connected her to that ground where God is. 10 feet under, and there was this mysterious sense of God's presence holding her son and also holding her as she held this not even week-old baby. To share what could be a neat coincidence, but which I want to say is that joy-filled, creative spirit of God at work. When I asked this person if I could share her story this week, one of the things she said in response was a line from Psalm 126, which goes, "Those who sow in tears will reap in shouts of joy." Our predetermined theme for the day was about sowing and about joy, so these things lined up. And our whole series this Advent is called Those Who Dream, which is taken from the first line of that same psalm. When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dream. Friends, know that while we are seeking to sow joy, God promises that even when what we have to sow is tears, even our tears can spring up as shouts of joy. Even when we don't sow joy, the beauty of God is that God does, and God has joy for us to reap. 10 feet below the crashing waves of the world, the crashing waves that our lives can feel like sometimes, there is a still joy that holds us alongside whatever else it is that we are swimming in. God's Spirit hovers over the waters, ever creating and ever bringing life, and ever giving us dreams to carry us forward.